everybody, welcome back. Today for the monochromatic series I'm going to do a pink look. I'm starting off by priming my lid with the ABH eye primer, just blending that out. I'm going to go a little fast here in a minute because I'm still trying to figure out editing for doing these voiceovers, but yeah, so get your primer laid down and get ready to start adding some color to your lids. I like to tap my primer out with my finger, just helps it not get so gross. I'm taking these e.l.f. things for precision. It's like a tape, I like it, in the Colourpop E1 brush, and I'm going to dip into Trove. I'm just going to apply it to the outer corner of my lid, getting it real nice and focused there. I'm going to start from the outer corner, then go to the inner corner and work my way into the middle just to get it all connected, and just really focus on blending tiny little windshield wiper motions and back and forth. And I'm taking this Morphe brush and apply that color as well because it was a lot better. But I'm going to clean this brush off now, and then I'm going to take the shade Caddy, and I'm just going to focus that right closer for depth on the inner corner of, or the outer corner of my lid, my bad, and then work it through just to get it a little bit darker and build up the depth. And now I'm going to take Sandbar and I will blend out Trove with that because we're going to make it nice and hot pink. I'm taking it out a little farther and winging it. That way it gets a nice and gradient blend, and it's going to be popping, I promise. Trust the process. Now, taking that Morphe brush again, go back into Trove and just touch up and blend it in with that hot pink shade just to build it up, because you lose a little bit of the pigment with the blending, but it's okay to do that because you'd rather have not enough to where you have to build it up than have too much and then mess it all up. Dipping back into Caddy, just do the same thing because losing a little bit of the color, add that depth back in there and just get it nice and gradient and blended to filth. Back at it again with that Colourpop E1 brush and Trove. Just blend and blend. Blend till your arm falls off. Now I'm taking this SL Miss Glam Fluffy brush and going into Sandbar, and I'm just going to gently blend those colors out just to build that pigment back up for the Sandbar shade, and it's going to give it more of like a vibrant hot pink towards the outer part of the crease, and it's gonna be so pretty. I'm sorry I keep saying it's gorgeous, but I was shook with this look. Now we're gonna start getting a little repetitive. We're gonna dip back into Trove with that Colourpop E1 brush and just touch that up because there was a little bit of the pigment that was lost because I was blending so much. But just touch that up and go into the shade Caddy and touch that up as well. That way you get it nice and ready to cut the crease. Now, you always got to check and make sure they're even, and when it's to your liking, you're going to go ahead and start to cut the crease. I'm taking the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer and this Morphe M421 brush, and I'm just starting from the inner corner. I like to take my extra concealer and dab it on my lid, and then that way I can just dip into it and then cut the crease. I don't know why, but it's just kind of what I do. So, yeah, just start from the inner corner and work your way towards the outer corner. You're not going to cut it just fully. You're going to cut it to where there's like a little bit of a line showing because we're going to fill that in with a white liner. Once the crease is cut, go back into Caddy and take a pencil brush or whatever and tap it onto the concealer just to make sure that it's nice and blended. Next up, take a tiny bit of Sandbar and blend that with the concealer and with the Trove shade just to get a nice gradient blend. And to build that depth back up, take a little bit of Caddy and blend out those shades, focusing more on the edge of the tape. Next up, pop a little bit of Tickled onto the concealer. I'm using the Luxie Small Shader brush to apply it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a way to have it laid down because taking the Stila glitter, I don't want it to look gunky. And once you have it to your liking, I'm using the Rock and Rose by Stila and applying it to my lid and where we just applied the tickle shade. For a little more precision, I took this paintbrush and I'm working it closer to where we're going to lay that white liner. Don't cover the concealer fully because that'll make your life a little bit more difficult when you're applying that liner. For my liner, I'm taking the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick. I cannot talk today, in Drug Lord. And I'm taking just a tiny paintbrush and working very slowly. I'm starting out towards the tail, like the winged out part, just very gently pushing it down. And then go back in, just a little at a time because less is more when you're trying to be precise. So right here I noticed that it needed to be blended again, so I just blended that out. And where I messed up with the liner, I'm taking a little bit more of that Trove shade just to blend it out. The Trove shade, just blend it out. Here is where I messed up. I wanted to keep this in to show you how to fix it. So mine was uneven, so I just took the tape off and reapplied it to where it was down a little more. And I've started by taking the shades that we started with and just blending them and focusing them on the tape to get them good and blended. So now I'm taking Caddy and I'm blending that out with that Morphe brush. Then I'm going into Trove. Just kind of blending out, just making sure we're getting a gradient, but it's not a big deal if you get them not even, because you could just reapply that tape and then fix them. See, it's all good now. I'm happy with it. Time to beat that face. So I'm taking Boots, the creme gel liner from Colourpop, and I'm just going to pop that into the waterline. So to start smoking out the lower lash line, I'm going to apply Trove with the Colourpop E10 brush right where we left off with that Boots liner, right up there in the lash line. I got the tiniest bit of fallout, but it was all good because I took this Wet n Wild fluffy brush and just dusted it off. Now to go into Caddy, Sandbar. I'm going to take that on the Colourpop E10 brush as well and just smoke it out right where we left off with that first shade and get it nice and gradient. I know, I'm stumbling over my words. Y'all think I can't keep my stuff together when I'm not doing a voiceover? It just intensifies now. I'm just taking this Morphe shader brush to gently blend out that shade Sandbar and giving it that nice smoky effect. For our inner corner highlight, I'm just going to pop Tickled right there and make my inner corner shine so bright. Now with any remaining product on your Colourpop E10 brush, just blend that shade out with the inner corner highlight. That way it's more gradient as well. And I'm taking this L'Oreal mascara and applying it. And please tell me I'm not the only one that makes goofy ass faces when I'm applying my mascara, because it was quite comical watching myself apply it. For the lashes today, I'm taking Ellie by You Little Minx Lashes. These lashes are so comfortable. I didn't even have to cut them. They fit so nicely and did not jab my eye. I will have their Facebook page and their Instagram and their website down below if you want to check them out, because I love dramatic lashes and these are definitely one of my favorites. I finally got an e.l.f. setting spray. So this is the finished look, and I love it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.